starting out today. Both clubs with a lot to do. Liverpool currently standing 18th, Real Madrid standing 23rd in the overall rankings. That is too close for comfort. The competition, as I'm sure you are aware, the top 22 advance to the knockout stages from the 36 currently in this half of the competition. Liverpool get us underway. The weather could not be more perfect. We've escaped a lot of the torrential rainfall that's afflicted many areas of the UK, further south particularly, south and west. This fabulous facility with all Liverpool's footballing operations brought together. That's a development over the last 5 years, which was largely overseen during the tenure of Jurgen Klopp as the first team coach. But the longer-term project, of course, brought in the expertise of many, many others at this great club. Klopp apparently got very tired of the commute, about 5 miles to the old Melwood training centre of renown. But enough of the talk of yesteryear. This is all about the future, of course. Colonel Mescure is the goalkeeper, the youngster from Poland. Happy to take it on his left foot, but also gave chase. There you go, Aguado. Just left it. Interesting to see how Real Madrid shape up defensively today. Roll back by Valde to the visiting goalkeeper, Alvaro Gonzalez. Navasquez back to the left centre-back Valde. And out they go on the other side. I think they're setting out quite early on here how they intend to play. No surprise in how they're trying to play, of course. We've seen the system and the pattern so often for most of the Spanish clubs in recent years, and most certainly most age group international sides, up to and including the seniors. Liverpool will know all about that. Nalo. Right-footed this time, the keeper, Mescure. Not such a good clearance, actually. Bit of a problem, maybe. Oh, what a start by Real Madrid. There was a big problem from that clearance. Real Madrid go in front early today, as they did against Milan. And Daniel Yanez does it once more. What a cool finish this was. A player with a sense of where the goal is and how to get the job done. Great first touch and real confidence. Didn't even wait for the ball to bounce. Took it on the volley here, I think. Yes, he did. And beat Mescure on his left side. And the goalkeeper paying a very heavy price for a very poor clearance, I'm afraid. What a lift. It took him 12 minutes against Milan. Today, inside 3, Yanez. And that's his 4th goal in the competition. No wonder Nalo just launched that one. Headed down by Nioni. I think Kane Doherty thought he might have been on his way there. It was Kieran Morrison who was just flagged. No real pressure on the ball. Almost a token gesture, really, in terms of trying to press there from Liverpool. And it's a chance for Kane Doherty to try to run again, and he gets a little piece of it, but there was just a tiny little pull on the jersey, I think. Barry Lutis is the man in charge for Liverpool. None too chuffed with the start to this game, I should expect. And there's a great subplot to this game today. The man in overall charge at this age group for Real Madrid, none other than Alvaro Arbeloa, who, of course, is more than fondly remembered, I would say, here by all Liverpool fans and by many people working at Liverpool FC after his magnificent career between 2007-09. What a player he was. Either side of that, of course, spells at Real Madrid, his first club. He went from Liverpool to Real Madrid and continued. And there he is. Brief spell back in England. He liked it so much in the closing part of his playing career at West Ham. Although Real Madrid is in his blood, he was also very acutely aware of the reality facing young footballers. Here come Real Madrid again. Looking really sharp here, and Navasquez crossed that ball into the near post. Nalo was ready at least. I do remember in Alvaro Arbeloa's own playing days, and something he's perhaps related to some of these Real Madrid youngsters. Not everybody is going to make it at Real Madrid, for obvious reasons, given the stature of the club and the demands, the level and the often limited opportunity. He was brave enough to move on early in his career to Deportivo La Coruña. Didn't do him any harm in the long run. Liverpool struggling to impose much authority on this. Cleared by Pinnington. But it is Real Madrid setting the agenda here early on. Certainly moving the ball around well. The visitors in their world-famous kit, just as famous as the Liverpool red. Vasquez again. Really flowing at the moment from the visitors. Good forward run by De Llanos, and he did enough, Hugo De Llanos, to win the corner. So it's a busy goalmouth here early on. Captain, corner kick taker, all-rounder, Christian Pereira. Yanez showed a little bit of interest coming short in it. It's gone out the back door, not particularly well cleared to the edge of the box, and another very confident looking attempt. It's a good block down that by Morrison, but the ball keeps on dropping for Real Madrid early on here. All too easy to turn Liverpool around at the moment. They got away with that, the Reds. No. Little or no headway down the left side for Rio and Gomoa so far for Liverpool. Shutting all the doors very effectively, Real Madrid. Hard for Liverpool to work out how to play forward against this. And Gomoa again did enough to keep it. Now possible. And played out to Kane Doherty, who is fleet of foot quite clearly. He loves to run with the ball, does run with it well, very well indeed, keeps going. And he needed to be tagged, which he was. Really good tracking back on him, incidentally. And it made the job of the goalkeeper, Gonzalez, a lot easier. He is looking the hope here early on, Trent Kane-Doherty, a player that has already caught the attention of many in the game. One of the reasons for that, the fact he's trodden a slightly different path to many of the other Liverpool youngsters. He's treading the path backward quickly here to defend. The ball into beauty. It should have been 2-0. What a setup by Fortea, and the chance is missed by De Llanos, who again gets in there from midfield. And this is a real let-off for Liverpool. He's got a lot of time there. Maybe could have taken a touch. Enterprising play, and happily for Liverpool, he was offside. The goal wouldn't have stood had he converted. I guess that spares the blushes of the attacking player as well, but the movement was brilliant. Yanez is wearing 7, the goal scorer. He's short of stature, and the Liverpool centre-backs tower above him, but his positional play means that he's not in contact with them very often. And he's also making life uncomfortable for Michael Laffy in the middle of the field for Liverpool. He doesn't know where to pick him up. Laffy does attach himself right there. Turned back by Navasquez. Valde. There's lots and lots of ways to win a game of football. Real Madrid know how they want to win it today, and they've started in very good fashion in that direction. Liverpool yet to really settle into their pattern. Sure of touch, Navasquez. Ngoma doing his best to close them down. Nallo did so, but it's at the expense of a free kick. Sharper to it again. The visitors, Pereira striding forward. Sets himself, he plays another great ball. And watchful, Wellity lucky. He got the all-important touch. De Llanos yet again running the show. But there's some able deputies out there. Yanez, Pereira early on here for Real Madrid. Beaten by Lille, beaten at home by Borussia Dortmund. But Real Madrid in the groove here now. After that win last time out against Milan, Misquir got away with that. Kane-Doherty gave chase. Get closer, says Lutas, the Liverpool coach. They're not really getting close enough. Liverpool. Pereira. Took it back confidently, and nobody got close enough to him to prevent him lifting it up there. I think the possession stats might be interesting in this game. Real Madrid, man for man, looking very comfortable with the ball at their feet. That's one of the few times they've got the communications wrong so far. Pereira forward to Fortea. Yanez backwards. Fortea takes over again. Left-footed, finds a nice ball into the middle for Llanos, who took it superbly. And Real Madrid move forward impressively again. Liverpool get the job done, but they've got a long way to go to create something going forward, and no way out again for Ngomoa. Ball is given away. Valde. Pereira. Fortea, so comfortable, so much time again. Valde. Pereira, and the chase was led there optimistically by Davidson. Vasquez squeezed it back. Barroso, the centre forward for Real Madrid, just blocked off there quite cannily. Estai went back. I don't think the Liverpool coach Lutus was too pleased about that. Liverpool backtracking again. Just a little help on its way there by Davidson. Kane Doherty shut down again immediately, so the attack-minded right-sided Liverpool players got to do a lot of this defensive work. He was there to help DJ Esdale. Esdale, as of today, is still one of the 16-year-olds in this Liverpool group, incidentally. He turned 17 on December the 1st. Vasquez back on his feet. Referee Patrick Kolaric marches out the 10. Seems almost like a statement of the obvious to call a building at this training centre the Academy, one of the great academies of world football, and everything about Liverpool. Best in class so very often. Misco with another juggle, got away with it. Bigger mystery really than the goalkeeper's touch there, which was not sure. The fact that there seemed to be 3 Real Madrid players with not very much company from Liverpool defenders right in front of the goal mouth. 1, 2, 3, as you saw there. So a lot of problems for these young Liverpool footballers to solve here, and that, of course, is a part of the fascination of the game at this level. Leone has won a free kick. It may be a difficult period, but it's only in situations like this that coaches will assess how players do manage their problems in a game. Little sign, quite honestly, yet that some of these Liverpool youngsters have been able to adapt. Long way to go. It's only 1-0. Gonzalez in goal, very cool so far. Real Madrid keeping the ball on the move, and if anybody slackens, they have the voice of Alvaro Arbeloa to remind them to keep on moving it sharply. A lot of these Liverpool youngsters are doing a lot of running at the moment for little reward. Lofted nicely forward to Liberto Nevasquez again. The cross came in. A little difficult for Pennington that. He did get the ball out of harm's way just for the moment. Another decent cross in. Needed another decent block by a Liverpool defender. But they just keep giving the ball back to Real Madrid. Been waiting all game, Laffy, to get a challenge in like that. He got a piece of it at last and just got a little reminder into Pereira, but no more than that. This one he does collect. A bit more control from Liverpool's perspective would be very welcome in the middle of the park from Laffy and Davidson. They've really found it hard going, along with Trey Maurice, Nioni. Nioni's a more creative attacking force. Or at least that's what Liverpool hope. They know he can do that. Morrison drives for the line, puts a lot of pace on the cross. Kane Doherty moved into the central position. Little glimpse of what those two together can provide. Interesting backstory. One is affiliated with Northern Ireland, one with the Republic of Ireland, and in the case of Trent Kane Doherty, born in Derry, he actually was just working his way to the fringes of the first team at Derry City in the League of Ireland. Liverpool got in there at the front of the queue, but I understand that there was a fee to pay for that. Quality lucky. On by Esdale. Kane Doherty shut down first time. Better little spell for Liverpool perhaps. And now the question for Real Madrid, can they keep up the excellent level they've set for themselves in this game? Gonzalez. Nicely done by Barroso. Laffy started to get on the ball a bit more. Did well. And Real Madrid did a good job of shutting him down. DJ Esdale went the narrow side, did manage to squeeze it up to Kane Doherty. He had a lot to do there, and he had Pereira on him immediately. Laid off by Yanez. Valde very sure of his touch here, the left-sided centre-back. And in splendid isolation here. Oh, excellent ball. Probably a ball that deserved a little bit of a better fate. It was very lively, but Llanos couldn't quite bring it under control. Had he done so, he might have been on his way. Balde across to cover. Nice change of angle. Kane Doherty for Liverpool. Morrison having a better little spell, the Reds now. But it is Real Madrid who are the boss where it really counts on the scoreboard. They're 3 points today either way. Very, very important at this stage. Here we are on match day 5, getting tight in that group in the table. The top 22 from this Champions League path, this half of the competition. The top 22 advanced to the knockout stages. Liverpool starting at kick-off in 18th. Real Madrid 23rd. Inter, the only team with a perfect record after 5 games, 15 points on the board. Sporting, Salzburg, Atalanta, Barcelona and Stuttgart this morning, all in a line behind Inter. Juventus, who have been playing today, were in front 2-0. The only other club on double figures. And Gomoa. First chance, really, for him to ask a question or two. Aguado didn't have the answer there. That was a little glimpse of something better for Liverpool, perhaps. Starting to push Real Madrid back a little bit more, Liverpool. Mosquez slid in. Lucky. Edged it back to his keeper. No, that's a better right-footed connection, certainly. But they're not happy with that, some of the Liverpool players. And one or two are turning to the goalkeeper, say, was that the option really for Liverpool? Could well have been one of those. He may have well been brooding on the poor clearance, miscue on his right foot, that really led to the goal. He may have said to himself, I just need to get a good one under my belt, a bit like a golfer after a poor swing. But he did give the ball away. And now Real Madrid have done that. Kane Doherty. Nallo. Davidson did well. Liverpool started to win a few more of the duels, but they haven't carved out a chance, and Real Madrid have missed a couple of good chances in addition to scoring. Estelle got the job done, at least for the moment. Pereira. Now Mosquez. Pereira, that's easy on the eye, isn't it? Again, from the visitors. Llanos decided not to cross it. Wasn't really a striker on the move there, but also had gone in there very quickly and very early. Tranquilo, tranquilo, says Arbeloa, in possession. Leoni. Leoni kept his head. Liverpool trying to keep the ball. They do so just about, but Real Madrid now win it back. Nicely picked up by the goalkeeper there. Wasn't really to the side of him, but there was plenty of pace on the shot. Lucky and the opponent, but also were on him at the same time as the ball came, but he did well enough. may well be playing, remembering that some of these individual Liverpool players are playing in different league teams at the weekend, given their ages. That's a good one. And the first glimmer of a chance. Kane Doherty had to adjust. The goalkeeper judged that really well. Gonzalez coming out to close him down. Didn't mess about, just drove it in there. Ungamoa. Maybe the foot just went a little bit, the footing from under him. De Llanos. To Barroso. Nicely worked inside to Reguera. Llanos again. Just to Pereira. Real Madrid putting the squeeze on Liverpool again. Is there a way out? No, there is not. Here come Real Madrid again. Oh. Barroso elected not to go for that, the number 9. Just as well for Liverpool. Here's Pereira. De Llanos. Gonzalez up to the middle third of the field there, the goalkeeper. He needs to retreat quickly. All Liverpool get is a free kick. Esdale shrugged off it. It's a good stop in play, I guess, from Real Madrid's point of view. Gave them the chance to regroup. Nalo. Esdale rushed that rather. The short pass was on for Kane Doherty. Just listening to a few of the players of recent vintage who have now progressed to the UEFA Champions League level at their clubs, who've been in this competition in recent years, and their words ringing very true as we watch this, to me at least, how much they learned from the experience of playing against different styles of play in different countries at this level. And of course in a game where the points are very, very important. Now Vasquez. Liverpool let off the hook there. It's not about winning football matches in and of itself, of course, at this level for the coaches, but how great it would be for either one of these two to be able to say they led a team to victory in the UEFA Youth League. Real Madrid beat Benfica in 2019-20 in the final. Chelsea in the last 10 years or so dominant, really, in so many ways in youth football in England. They won this trophy for England in 2014-15 and again in 2015-16. They've been in another final. Another 2 finals, actually. Kane Doherty. Nioni, England under 19. is actually only age 17 at the moment. Mallow. Good example really there of Liverpool's problems in the first half. Midfield players unable to offer themselves. Not much movement in front of the ball. Hit and hope ball in the direction of the runner, who was Esdale. And now he's got to run back. Very precise indeed until it reached the normally reliable left boot of Valle. Nallo thought better than continuing the run. He got the other side of Yanez, which was a start. Now reverts to type, sweeping ball, nicely struck. Perhaps that's a ball Liverpool could use a bit more often on the diagonal. Cross isn't bad either from Kane Doherty, but Morrison didn't attack it. Laffy recycles it. Esdale. Lucky to Nallo, out the other side this time, shorter ball into the feet of Nioni, and he moves it quickly to Nungamoa, who makes a bit of headway again. One or two little tricks from him have been good. Liverpool worked it quite nicely, but then they could not find the right pass. Laffy has been playing up in terms of age as well. He's been playing for the Liverpool under-21s. He's 19, so a huge disparity really between one of the younger players, for example, Ngamoa, who's still only 16, and we have Laffy, who's already 3 years older, give or take, playing up a year or two in terms of his own level. So nobody's going to rush to conclusions about the prospects of these young footballers too quickly. It's all about development, all about learning, and Liverpool's youngsters are certainly learning about the very well ingrained Real Madrid stroke Spain style of play here today, which rather emphasises the bigger point made by some players now playing in the Senior Champions League when interviewed by our colleagues at UEFA.com, talking about the value of the exposure to different footballing methodology, different attitudes to the game in different territories in Europe. Kane Doherty. Morrison gets a free kick. Looks a big strapping lad compared to some of the others in the age group, doesn't he? Morrison. Davidson to take the free kick. Liverpool yet to carve out a chance today. And it comes from Davidson. He was a little too flat and a little bit behind the Liverpool players. And the Liverpool players need to get back there rather quickly. Morrison trying to help out. Oh, that was a near thing. Davidson just got the all-important touch. What a counter-attack it was. But Liverpool themselves need to think about how they set up for the counter there. It's a foul and a free kick. Misquia must have felt rather lonely for a moment or two here. 2-on-1. Liverpool centre forward chasing back. Well played, Misquia, perhaps in some fashion making amends for the mistake for the goal. The 0 is rather telling from a Liverpool perspective. Still plenty of time in this game to put that right, of course. Has been a more even contest over the last 15 minutes or so. A little bit more headway for Laffy and Davidson in the middle of the park. Down the outside this time. It's a goal kick, as optimistically as Carter Pennington seemed to appeal for the corner. There's a bit of a novelty. Gonzalez going long, trying to drop it onto the head of Barroso. Real Madrid pick it up in the middle of the park. Pereira. Vasquez. Dejanos couldn't wriggle free. Davidson almost got caught out there for Liverpool. Estelle. Kane Doherty, on we go. Laffy tried to feed it up to his centre forward, it didn't work out. Tidied up by Nallo, the captain. He only comes short. Pennington goes backward, didn't want to turn and see what the picture looked like. Students of football everywhere here, enwrapped really by this game and particularly the showing of Real Madrid. It's very hard to find a place in Liverpool where people don't know about football. Nallo. Nice by Neoni. A bit more of that might help Liverpool. Kane Doherty at pace, lot to do here. Gave himself a bit too much to do, but he persisted well. Morrison tried to turn on that. There may be a free kick here for Liverpool, there is. This would be a good way to end the half for the home side. Arbeloa's not too happy with that, is he? Real Madrid made their own problems, but it's a moment of opportunity for Barry Lutas's side now. Into the additional minute. Davidson and Kane Doherty are over it. It's left to Davidson. Better looking ball, but Real Madrid sharper to react, and it did bounce invitingly for Liverpool on the edge of the box. Nallo Must have looked like a promising moment for him. It's actually Rio Ngamoa who had the hit, or miss-hit, I'm afraid. So still nothing on target for Liverpool. And it's half-time here at the Liverpool FC Academy Training Centre. Real Madrid in front early, starting in the fashion of their last outing on match day 4. Really going about Liverpool, setting out their style of play which wins admirers all the time. It's about winning the game here today, very important for them. What a start from Daniel Yanez. A couple of other big chances came and went, however. Liverpool grafting away for all they're worth for most of that half. And the longer it went, the more competitive they did become, but they have not created much. It's Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 1 at half-time. Hoping to go home with all the points. A mixed bag it has been. A win over Stuttgart on match day 1, and a couple of setbacks along the way. Lille and Borussia Dortmund. Real Madrid empty-handed from those 2 fixtures. So they get us going in the second half, Real Madrid, after a very impressive showing in the first period today. But the job is not done. Ronaldo Gomez short to Diego Aguado. Won back by Liverpool skipper Nallo. Little fleeting glimpses of Rio Ngamoa, who can do a bit of damage with the ball at his feet. He's played a nice pass this time. Better from Liverpool. Goalkeeper's chasing after this. Gets to it. Well, half gets to it. He's out of his goal, actually. May pay for that. Real Madrid had the cover on. Liverpool almost found a way there right at the start of the second half. Davidson was a bit unlucky. A little glimpse of a potential vulnerability there. Now he does seek to run at a defender. And Ngamoa, the pass was excellent, wasn't it? And the run also in support from Davidson to open Real Madrid up. But let's see what he can do with the ball at his feet. Moves it inside to Nioni. Further across it goes to Esdale. Davidson again did well. He and Laffy really struggled to impose themselves in the middle of the park in the first period, but it looks like they've addressed that at half-time, and Liverpool are certainly moving the ball better. Pinnington feeding Ngamoa again. There was a bit more on offer there than Rio Ngamoa has been able to produce for Liverpool, but it's a much brighter beginning. Real Madrid so quickly out of the traps as they were last time out for them. And Lutas and Liverpool honestly didn't know what hit them for about 15-20 minutes of this game. Liverpool seeking to reply in kind at the beginning of the second half, and maybe that was said, so important for Liverpool to start well. And they're certainly pressing with much more belief. They want the ball back again. Davidson and Ngamoa again, almost as if to order. He crosses, yes! No, it's a great save right on the line by Gonzalez to keep it out. Trent Kane-Doherty had the header. And what a piece of work by Gonzalez. But it's all Liverpool here at the start of the second period, and Davidson and Ngamoa are teasing and causing problems to Real Madrid. One might argue that Trent Kane-Doherty, if he heads that ball down, there's no way the goalkeeper can keep it out. It was goal-bound anyway. What a save by Gonzalez. The first time he's been called into action in the game. So much better from Liverpool. Here's their corner. Nallo reacted most quickly. Esdale. Real Madrid nearly caught Liverpool out a couple of times on the counter in the first period, and they may do so again here now. Fortea slicing the way through the middle. Good stop by Misquia. Liverpool really have been caught out way too often today in that phase of play. Maybe along the ground, it may have been too difficult for the goalkeeper, but at that height and that angle, he perhaps was very pleased to be on the end of that Misquia, and he got it over the top of the crossbar. But at least Liverpool have an attempt on target, very nearly 1-1. And a much more even opening to the second period. Past 4 p.m. on a winter's afternoon. The lights on here and the daylight is fading quite rapidly in the northwest of England. After a very lovely winter's afternoon. That's wide. So Real Madrid on notice that this second half might be a lot harder work for them. Headed over the top by Sestero. Ali. Yanez won it well, used it sensibly. Fortea. Aguilera. Knew where the extra man was, knew where the space was so well there. De Llanos. Tidied up for Liverpool by Michael Laffey. Trent Kane-Doherty. Pennington. And Pennington has to regroup. What a ball it was over his shoulder to Fortea. Moving forward again. He crosses this time. Kane-Doherty half clear. Yanez was first to it. Great ball in. Oh, and a real chance goes a-begging for Real Madrid. Once or twice there's been that little bit of miscommunication apparently between the centre-backs. And Jaime Barroso knows what a big chance that was. All will be revealed shortly as to the meaning behind the message there from Arbeloa. He, of course, was a resident of Melwood, Liverpool's very famous former training ground. Little by little, apart from first team affairs, Liverpool relocated to this centre before bringing everything under the same roof. It's a good forward run by Nioni. Maybe there's a bit more offered there for Liverpool than they managed to take. Game's opening up. Great chase back that by Laffey. Really had a torrid 15-20 minutes, but the longer it went, he showed good stickability to keep in it. And he started to make things tick a little bit better for Liverpool in midfield. He and Davidson. Liverpool free kick. Barroso. I think the signal was a statement of intent by Arbeloa that he felt that the change was necessary for Real Madrid. We're about to see it. That is the end of the day for Izan Reguera, who's heavily strapped, as you can see. And it's Oscar Mesa who is coming on for him. Pennington. Out on the other side by Esdale. Kane Doherty down the line early. The run out the middle from Morrison for Liverpool. The cross didn't come in. There were three waiting for one. Liverpool have it back. I just wonder what may have unfolded had the touch not been played inside there, because it did look like Nioni was on his way. Yanis. Balde. Not quite the same level of composure in possession from Real Madrid early in this second half. Aguado in no rush here. Aguado shut down. Liverpool much better at that in this second half, and it was Nallo, the centre-back, the captain, who showed them how to do it. A few issues have clearly been addressed by Barry Lutas and the Liverpool coaches at half-time. May have also been a reminder to these young Liverpool players. We are Liverpool FC and we are at home, and we've been second best for a lot of that first period. Morrison tried to get Nioni running. Nioni appears to have just been told to go and get a bit closer to the front. Miscuia. And Gamora chasing back on Fortea. Fortea had a big chance to make it two, of course, soon after Liverpool came so close to levelling. Aguado. That's nice. Yanis cuts free, knows where the goal is, misses the goal, but not by much. Really nice interplay from Real Madrid. Beginning to pick up the tempo now, the visitors. Real Madrid free kick. Christian Pereira is to take the free kick for Real Madrid. Harmlessly wide. So Liverpool's turn to make a change. The player going off is DJ Dale. And plenty of time in this second half for the player coming in to make his mark. Has had his moments already this season. Real Young. He's actually scored 4 times for Liverpool's under-21s. Fortea, no way through this time. Good work by Ngomoa. And very coolly done indeed by Nalo. Davidson leads the charge. Really, it was he who couldn't collect the ball. He tried to make full amends. Commendable energy, at least. Pennington. Oh, that would have been a nice and inviting way for Real Young to start. Scored against Bologna in the 2-1 home win. Yanis. So comfortable in possession. Not so certain that the recipient there was quite so comfortable. Navasquez got away with that. Aguado. Pereira. Sestero. Fortea. Nice interchange. Pereira again. Fortea. Nalo has really been a focal point for Liverpool in the second half. Pennington has given it away. Just about kept in second time, and Nalo very coolly found a pass rather than just put his foot through it. But can Liverpool play out? Mesa. That was a very confident bit of play for a player who's just been introduced, wasn't it? Nearly got caught by his opponent there, the Liverpool substitute, Young. Liverpool almost won it back. Yanis very quick to see that there was a problem, and very, very good at seeing the bigger picture there. Mesa. Nioni. More involved second half for Liverpool. Here he is again. Formerly at Leicester City. Pennington. Now, Ngomoa. Nicely done by Liverpool. Lovely exchange with Morrison. Ngomoa into the penalty box. All the way through it goes, and it's steered wide. Excellent build-up play. Not quite the finish to it all that Liverpool were craving. But certainly so much better from Laffy and from Davidson as this game has gone along. Here comes the corner, and it's wide from Nano. A much more even contest all round. Of course, the training day at a club like this is a long one, with younger players coming in sometimes in the evening for sessions. So several of the other age group coaches watching on with great interest. No need to delve into the history books to produce a litany of the great names who've come through Liverpool FC's academy in every single decade. They speak for themselves, and I think, as you may have seen at half-time, the number 8 jersey of a certain S. Gerrard hanging just on the doorway of the Liverpool dressing room. That really says it all. He among so many. Absolutely top quality players. But the tradition remains strong. Just in the last few years, since 2020, Nathaniel Phillips, Connor Bradley, Bobby Clark, Jarrell Kwanzaa, all players have had their opportunity in the first team. Aimar Santiago is being prepared. Midfield player. Foul by Nalo. Much more assertive in every way, second half, Liverpool's captain, and I think he's dragging a bit more out of the performance of some of his teammates as a result. So Barroso's now withdrawn. Jaime Barroso. It's the third time in the group phase that Aimar Santiago has been introduced by Real Madrid as a substitute. Started the other 2 games. May indicate that Arbeloa feels, I need to get a bit more control of this game back. Taking off his centre forward. De Llanos looks like the player who will step on. Of course, he and Yanez as a pair are a real threat, and it looks like Santiago down the left side. Still a quarter of the game to go. Real Madrid completely dominant in the first quarter. Liverpool had more of it, but maybe didn't dominate in the second quarter. The third quarter has been very even indeed. Sestero. Valde. Here is Santiago. Took it comfortably. Wasn't a great pass. Liverpool have it back with Kane Doherty. Trent Kane Doherty, the Liverpool player who's come closest to levelling. It was a great stop by Gonzalez to deny him. Morrison. Pennington. Very lively in Gomoa. But it's an almost another nearly moment yet again. Nearly broke through. Davidson keeps it ticking over for Liverpool. Gives it to Morrison, who's spending a lot more time out on the right side in this second half, with Ngoma more pushed through the middle. And it's worked quite well for Liverpool, but can they produce a big moment in front of goal? Can they take a chance? Can they create one? Haven't created many. Ngomoa. Young offered himself. He went inside instead of outside. Nioi. Davidson. Morrison. Nalo. Driven forward with the ball quite well at times in the second half. Did it well there. Young, no way through. Real Madrid defended very coolly there. Now the counter, which has been a real problem for Liverpool. Not so good this time. Well, is he lucky was there first for Liverpool. Gives it to Pennington. Liverpool trying to put the squeeze on Real Madrid. Pennington, he's got some space here. Out to the outside to Ngomoa. Has Pereira for company. Gets away from him well. Next man in line is Forte. He beats him too. Oh, the first part was so promising, but it's the story of the game in a nutshell there for Rio and Ngomoa. Good build-up play, but not the finish. Comfortable for Gonzalez. Real Madrid break free. Bit of confusion in that back line for Liverpool. But what a recovery. And second time, Pennington equally did so well there to deny Llanes as the ball ran free. Llanes is annoyed with himself that he didn't finish off that job for Real Madrid. Easy to see why. He has put a mountain of work in today. Amina Nalo, the Liverpool captain. Cornel Miscure doubling as the physio at the moment. Llanes on the follow-up. Don't think he was best pleased with his teammate there. But between them, the centre-backs and Pennington did a really good job when Liverpool were in trouble. Easy on the eye. What a pleasure watching this young man play football. Big potential. Daniel Llanes. Not quite for Fortea. Real Madrid continue. Ngomoa couldn't keep it. Fortea to Llanes. Pennington and Nioni trying to keep him quiet. Sestero infield. Aguado. Goalkeeper way up the field there, Gonzalez. Valde, nicely done by Real Madrid. Out the other side they come. Santiago hit it. Oh, it's a great save that by Miscure. That was travelling. Wonderful football from Real Madrid. The best we've seen in the second half, I think, as they moved it from side to side. Patient. Then the shot came in, palmed away by Liverpool's keeper to keep Liverpool in touch. In it comes. Goalkeeper doesn't get to it. And Pennington didn't take any chances. Rightly put it behind. Flatter one this time. Young was on his way. A very obvious yellow card for Liberto Nevesquez. They've given it a really good go in the second half, Liverpool, but more is needed. Through 75 minutes. Mario Rivas. That is all for today for Hugo de Llanos. Paul Rivera is also coming on. Sestero makes way. The third player coming on is Roy Torres, number 22. So that's all 5 changes made by Arbeloa for Real Madrid. Gomoa crosses. Again, they were lining up for it for Liverpool. Lived quite dangerously at times in the second half defensively, Real Madrid. The momentum is broken for Liverpool, and the yellow pretty similar actually to the one for Liberto Nevesquez just a moment ago. Michael Luffy. Lucky's header. Player down. Very evidently in need of a moment at least, and there's a yellow for the goalkeeper, I think, for maybe something he said there. Wanted to get on with it. Understandable from his point of view, but the head injury protocol takes precedence. I think it's Diego Aguado who's down. Rather overdid it there, the goalkeeper. Another element to the development of all players is having the discipline required. Self-discipline. Barry Lutas just reminding the fourth official, Scott Jackson, can we please have the time added on at the end? On we go. Lucky. Nello to Pennington. Laffey. Full throttle down that right for Kane Doherty. Nearly got to it, but not quite. Mopped up by Valde. Had a bit more defending to do, Valde. Been harder work for him and that Real Madrid backline in this second half. We've seen in the first half how good he is on the ball. It's another good win back by Davidson for Liverpool. Morrison. No way through. Valde sent him backward. Nello. Still plenty of hope for Liverpool that they can create and then take the chance to level here. Ngamoa. This is a good position. I think it's Davidson, the number 8, who won the free kick. Just that little bit of aggression in his play at times has been a real help, a boon to Liverpool in this game. Didn't give up on that. It's actually Laffey this time, but the same applies to him. And keen to get on with it. Now Morrison has grabbed it and placed it. Lining up as though to strike it left-footed. Kieran Morrison. Gonzalez taking his time over the restart, sending Liverpool back. Pennington. Just the one change so far from Barry Lutas for Liverpool. Floated cross. Lucky did well, and Liverpool feeling lucky, if you pardon the pun, that Yanez didn't connect with that. They come again with Torres, Real Madrid. Yanez it is. Rivas patrolling the back line. Over the top, nicely lifted. Just offside. With Valde in hot pursuit. Nallo. Pennington. Fortea. Yanez does switch the play so well. Deserved a better fate, I think. Now can Liverpool counter on Real Madrid? Kane Doherty kept it simple, did well, gave it to Young. Young loses his footing, no penalty. Patrick Kolaric of Croatia, unmoved by Liverpool's appeals. Aguado was the defender. Now, Aguado might be in trouble here because he, just as we saw, tried to grab the jersey of Pennington. That could lead to trouble for Real Madrid. Pereira, the captain, is brought over and just reminded about that. Morrison takes the corner. There's a lot of height on this. Bit too much height, really. But Liverpool get another go. Davidson has come up to either offer himself for a short one or indeed maybe take over on corner kick duty. They need to get it right, whatever. It's just take a short to Ngoma. Pounded away by the keeper. Pennington couldn't get the rebound. Real Madrid on the way. The advantage had been played. Pennington's going to be in some trouble, I think, in a moment. But Real Madrid, could they inflict further trouble on Liverpool? No. Great recovery again by Nallo. And now I think that certain there's a yellow card coming for Pennington. All too mindful about this counter-attacking threat that Real Madrid possess. I mean, he has been very good indeed in this second half, the captain. I mean, Nallo for Liverpool, trying to drag a performance out of his teammates. Pennington, we wait to discover whether he was in fact booked for that. Real Madrid thought it was a certain booking. He was indeed. Pereira. Fortea. Commendable, really, the way Real Madrid have changed the personnel and changed the shape, really, in this second half. What a touch that is by Torres. Into the box he goes. Couldn't square it. That gets as big a cheer from the Real Madrid coaching staff as any of their smooth football today, and it really tells the story of the other side of the game. Well played, Yanez, they all say, stopping Liverpool from getting out. It's a flamboyant touch, but it worked out rather well from Young, and it might yet work out well. Picked up in midfield by Nioni, out to Ngoma, into the box he goes. No way through for Ronel Young. He's threatened to do something special since he came on. Time is now running very short. Nallo. Nioni takes over. Decent from Liverpool. Laid off nicely by Laffy. Straight at the goalkeeper, Gonzalez. I think it's Morrison who had the shot. Gonzalez grateful that it was straight at him. And he's not going to rush this. It was Morrison. Here come Liverpool again. Their best efforts in this second half unrewarded so far. We're into the 90th minute. Laffy tidies it up. Gives it to Nioni. Here's Pennington. Ngamoa. Generally tends to come inside rather than outside. Didn't want to go on the outside there against Fortea. Nalo. Lucky. Nioni. 90 minutes played. Again, he tries to come inside there. And Ngamoa might have caught some of his opponent there. 4 minutes. Yanez it is who's down. He's not too happy with Ngamoa's attempts to get him back to his feet. Sure enough, he quickly moved on there, Yanez, didn't he? Maybe just as well for him. Here's Morrison. Laffy. They've worked tirelessly to get this Liverpool performance going from midfield, and they combine, but they're not going to get anything this time. Last touch off Davidson, apparently. They're not quite there yet, Arbeloa's young Real Madrid players. As pleasing as anything, I should think, for a defender of his quality, if they do emerge with a clean sheet tonight. Lucky. Davidson drives forward again. Morrison. Nioni. Ngamoa. Has he got one more move in him? Thought about going on the outside. I'm not sure he really trusts his own ability. Maybe he needs to do a bit more of that. Decision is goal kick.
Next one.
Gonzalez launches it. Helped on by Torres. Brought down by Yanez. He finds a teammate, it's Fortea. He's up against Pennington, but he gets the other side of him well. Pereira. It's overhit. Valde. Who better to stand on the ball, use that left peg to get something for Real Madrid at this stage, and look how he celebrates it. Shown another side to his game as well, second half. Moved into midfield by Arbeloa. I think Real Madrid will be quite happy if 4 minutes elapses with them right down here. Yanez, nobody awake for Liverpool there. Yanez again. Oh, it very nearly squirmed under miscue. He just did enough, the goalkeeper, and it just keeps hope alive for Liverpool at this stage. Lucas was quite right to remind the fourth official that the time allocation should be added. So we're going to continue, quite rightly. There's a little look at the watch by Kalanic, the referee. But that's all, and Real Madrid now celebrate their victory. Hard fought, they played superbly for 20-25 minutes. Liverpool really had all kinds of problems to solve. Liverpool solved a great many of them, but the former Liverpool hero, Alvaro Arbeloa, also of course a Real Madrid playing hero, now working his way up the coaching ranks, has got several players we will watch with great interest as the season goes. The goal scorer Daniel Yanez among them. His early strike dictated what followed, really. Liverpool close to catching up, but never quite able to do enough. The result here, Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 1.